great. It's Sunday night, July 21st in the ballroom. I've been on a little bit of a filming hiatus, but I'm getting back to it, I guess, starting now. So something super exciting is happening in here. Chris, whose legs you can see right there, is up on the scaffold, and we are getting ready to try to hoist this first chandelier into position. So I'm gonna turn here. You can see there's four of these babies. They took about 2.5 hours each to hang the crystals. I did not get that much faster from the first one to the last one. So this is called a block and tackle, and it is anchored to the ceiling right into the ridge beam with construction screws. It's capable of, the bracket's capable of holding about 1,000 pounds, and the block and tackle I think is like for 500, so we're gonna use this to hoist these 50-pound chandeliers into place. Hopefully, can you just hold this while I just take it off the bar, just in case. Okay. And I've got it now, hopefully. It's a little twisty. I don't know if I'm trying to twist it.
Okay, so I can pull this down to you so you can get this. Otherwise, I don't smash anything.
Okay, so this is one of the things that Chris is gonna cite in the divorce papers. I'm sure there's gonna be a long list, but so the scaffolding is here. It's hard to see because of the scaffolding and the ladder, and also the chandelier does look really small and kind of weak here, but in real life it looks good. So anyway, this is hanging so that the tip of it is 3 feet from the ceiling. Actually, that can't be right. It's 3 feet of chain. Yeah, it's 3 feet of chain. Okay, so, and I wanted it, that was at my, that was at my recommendation or request, because I wanted it to be in front of this demi-lune window. And that might not be what that's called. Anyway, now I think I want it about 6 inches higher. So we've got to hook up the block and tackle, and I'll hoist it up a couple inches, and Chris will fix the chain, and we'll never speak of this again. The camera wasn't recording. Okay, so I am gonna do some voiceover here, live voiceover. Okay, so we hoisted it back up and shortened the chain by 4 links. And now Chris is weaving the wire through the chain so that he can wire it up. Okay. Chandeliers installed. Okay,
do you want to turn the light on again just make sure?
yes. Yay! Okay, so right where that bracket was mounted, Chris is just hitting those holes with like some sandpaper, and then he's gonna fill those with caulk, just painter's caulk. This is not the right way to fix this situation, but this is far from most people's line of vision, and I want you to appreciate that he's leaning over the edge of the scaffolding past a giant chandelier. So this is a feat of immense arm length and height. These are still for sure gonna be like, if you're looking for them, you're gonna be able to see them, but
there are a couple of things that could be glued down. Oh, I guess there's.
I was in the house. I heard a ruckus out here. So I came out to check, and look what I found. Okay, so this gate that should be closed here is not closed, and a bunch of sheep are trapped up there. Okay, and then here is my baby, the bummer lamb. So give her a little love, and then I'll free these guys. All right, this is gonna be exciting. I am wearing lip gloss. Oh my God, look at her poor hens. Oh my God, oh my God. Oh my God, they ate all the chicken feed. Oh, Jesus. This is where the chicken feed used to be. Oh my goodness. I'm sorry, Mama. All right. I don't know. Oh, you poor girl. Okay, hang on. All right, get out. Get out. Oh my God, they upturned everything in here. Oh my God, get out. I'm trying to close this gate here. All right. Get out, you jerks. Go! Cindy, go! This is Cindy. Go! Come on, girls. Get out! Get out! Get out! Get out, lamb! Unnecessary. All right, gate's closed. Okay, it is Thursday, July 25th, in the evening. So tonight, Chris and I are out. We are bedding the indoor pen here. We had some excitement in here with loose sheep invading our poor chickens. So I'm gonna do some chicken stuff. My camera is dead because you don't keep it charged when you're on a filming hiatus. So anyway, that's why I've got my phone here, and it's not super easy to film, but I'm going to do my best tonight, as we do the chores, and we're going to move some fences. The weather's really beautiful. It's a nice night to get back to filming. So the stuff in the barn is done. Little chicken coop area. The chickens are put away for the night because we don't, it's early, but whatever. We've got stuff to do. So, yeah, so feed bin is refilled, bedding is reset, water's filled. Chickens they've had their PTSD counseling. Chris unrolled a bale of straw in here, so the bedding is nice and clean. I refilled the water tank in here. Today is kind of supposed to be the last temperate day, and then it's supposed to heat up over the weekend into the low 90s again. So bedding is done. I refilled the baking soda and I refilled the mineral. Okay, I am in the Ranger now. Chris is putting the tractor away. We're gonna head out. In the corner of this field, I'll show you when I get there. What we're doing right now is just damage control. Life is totally spun out of control for us, and we are not able to set fences into 1 acre paddocks and run sheep through them in the way that we want to. So what we are doing tonight is we are fencing off the pond to keep the sheep away from the pond so they're safe. And then we're gonna pull down, I don't know if we'll get there tonight, but like we're gonna pull down some of the electric twine and just kind of open this field up so they have access to forage. This is not ideal. Under other circumstances, we would never do that, but this is what we're gonna do now because, you know, you do what you've got to do. It's life, right, baby? You do what you got to do to get through it. Chris is going to drive the finish mower out. The thing about it is that the finish mower only weighs a couple 100 pounds, and some of this ground that we need to run fence along is kind of dicey. So maybe not driving a 5,000 pound tractor over it. That might work a little better for us. But if we get stuck, we'll just have to pull it out. It's windy today. This is probably going to be terrible audio. One thing that has gotten done during my filming hiatus is the garden project. So we hired the guy who did the gravel pads. He and his son came, and the three of us banged this out in a morning. So that worked really great, and it looks really beautiful. I'll get some footage of some images of it from the house, because it definitely is a nice improvement. So the beds are currently filled with this landscape fabric that's under everything, and then as we decide to plant those beds, we will cut that fabric out and then put cardboard to keep the weeds down and soil in, and then we'll plant them. So we don't have to plant. We're obviously not planting them this year since it's the end of July. Okay, you just hear some footage of it without my face in the way. I was responsible for this very wavy line along that side, so that's nice. And there's our asparagus, which is looking like a giant shrubbery. There's 2 beds containing entirely weeds, and the strawberries are now done for the season, so that is what's going on here. I do have a sad update about the apple trees. Over the course of 3 or 4 days, deer have totally decimated our apple trees. There were a few apples. They obviously ate those, but they also ate most of the leaves and broke a lot of branches. So I bought some electric deer fence, and that'll go up, this weekend. We'll get that up and hopefully, prevent further damage this season. So hopefully they have enough root energy to overwinter. It's really upsetting. I was really upset the morning that I discovered the damage. The only thing I could do was like weed the gravel paths, because that was like the only thing you can do when you're that sad. It's windy right now. Oh, I just wanted to show you these beautiful cattails behind me. Like the Queen Anne's lace and even the goldenrod. I'm digging it. It's pretty. Okay, so Chris is taking the finish mower, and he's gonna come back this way and then along the edge of this ditch here. This is the ditch I put the tractor in a couple weeks ago. I'm standing on the edge of the ditch, but there you can see the pond. And there you can see Chris mowing along the edge. Okay, so I am standing in the ditch, but the ditch is kind of shallower here. And then behind me, you maybe can't see, but is our perimeter fence. So Chris is gonna try to mow through from there up here. So we shall see how this goes. Okay, the first row of fence is set up. It goes up to the perimeter fence. I just wanted to show you some pretty flowers. So this is swamp milkweed. It has like a spikier leaf, and the flowers are a little bit different, but it's really pretty. This is really interesting, like enormous leaves. This is a plant called elf dock, which I have just learned about. It's something that me and a botanist friend had to like pore over some research material to find. I left Chris behind. He is continuing with Operation Fence the Pond. And I came over here to pick up this fence. Where am I? We had pulled this, it was tangled up, and I had pulled it and mowed and then moved it over and mowed again, so it would be easy to reset it. And look, it's gonna be tangled up again because the grass has grown up, because that's the inexorable growth of grass. Okay, so I am right now in kind of the center of this field. This is our area where we have these gates that we use to move animals from paddock to paddock. While I was here, I went ahead and opened this gate right here, so the ewes who are right there will be able to come out and feast on this side of the field, which they haven't been on at all this year. I think this is everybody. No, that can't be right. Hi, Mama. Oh yeah, there's still more. I can see them just over the ridge there. It's hard to see on the camera. Okay, I pulled all of this fence out of the grass, and now I'm just gonna pick it up and take it back to the machine. Okay, I wanted to show you how the swallows hunt along with the sheep as they graze. I'm not sure how well you can see, but there are a ton of swallows out here. And as the sheep graze along, they disturb the insects. The insects fly up into the waiting beaks of our barn swallow flock. Pretty amazing, right? All right, so this group has not gotten the memo that the gate is open. So, oh look, the fence is down right here. Come on girls, let's go. But they do not restrict me at all, so they don't move for me. There we go. Which is why I always go get the dog. Yeah, they're like, this is pointless, woman. What are you doing? Go through the gate, girls. Go through the gate. You're gonna love it. There we go. We're through the gate now. So the way this field works is that there's a twine fence that goes from here to that end, and there's a twine fence that goes from here to this end, and then there's another twine fence that makes up the laneway here. So one on this side and one on the far, like where I'm pointing to now. So Chris and I are right now picking up the twine, not the fence posts. So we're gonna pick up the twine on both. It's not that we're never gonna rotationally graze again. Hopefully in a month or 2 months, we'll get back on the system. But what will happen in the meantime is the grass is gonna grow up all around the twine, and if we just take it down, then we can mow and reset it. It doesn't take that long. I just wanted to show you guys our nosy Parker right here in the foreground. She's having like a total hot girl summer. Freshly sheared. Looking slim and trim from feeding that gigantic baby that she still wants to nurse, even though he probably weighs 100 pounds. Hi, kids. Here's Nosy, living her best life out here.